What is going on, guys? And today I'm going to be talking about this year's QuakeCon 2023, and Hugo Martin and Marty Stratton decided to announce the Quake 2 remastered for the newer generational and previous generational and on PC for our modern day game of 2023. So now what I want to get here though too is I want to debunk one thing though too. A lot of people were saying that this game was stealthily released. It was not. It was announced by Hugo Martin and Marty Stratton, as I previously mentioned, so my apologies on the repetition. Now, another thing I kind of want to debunk here, though, too, when we had QuakeCon last year of 2022, they actually did not stealthily release Quake 1 Remastered as well. They actually ended up announcing that, too. So a lot of people were saying, oh, yeah, those games, Quake 2 Remastered and Quake 1 Remastered was stealthily released. They were not stealthily released. They announced it, and that's it. So I'm just going to put that out there real quick. Now, another thing of what I want to put in here, though, too, I am really, really impressed with Night Dive Studios with a remastered, much like a Quake 2 Remastered, Quake 1 Remastered, or Doom 64 Remastered that we've had about a year or two ago. And not only that is the fact that they actually ended up doing another remastered, or reboot, as it were, or a remake, called System Shock, which came out earlier this year only for PC. But however, that game is eventually going to be coming to the consoles as well. But I think it's going to be taking them a little while for them to do that. But I am thoroughly excited for that game if and when that game ever comes out. If not this year, hopefully sometime of next year, maybe early of 2024, or maybe as of middle or late of 2024 as well. So I'm going to hopefully stay tuned with that. Now, what I really want to do here, though, too, is I want to mention one thing. I actually ended up doing a comparison video with the PS5 version of Quake 2 Remastered. It is also known as the PC port. But with the N64 version of Quake 2 Remastered, however, that is very much of the same exact game. But however, it's going to be a little bit more linear than, like the PC port or the PS5 port, or if you're playing on Xbox, the same exact thing. It's still the PC port of the same exact game, but only playing it on consoles. So I just want to put that out there as well. So I think that's very heavily important. Now, what I really want to get into here, though, too, is that, when it comes to different types of versions of a game, even though it is that of the same game, but, there are always going to be certain types of limitations when it comes to making ports. Much like I was previously mentioning about the N64 version of Quake 2, like I said, it is the same exact game, but it's going to be different in terms of its linearity, of how you're able to achieve certain ways of going through the game specifically in that type of version. Now, how I'm going to explain that is that you're not going to go through different types of units like you do with the PC port or with the PS5 port, however, or the Xbox version or whatever. But, with the N64 version, though, you are able to only go through chapters. It's not going to be any kind of unit or part of a specific type of space within the PC port, from what the PC port does. And that's where the linearity comes in when it comes to the N64 version of the game. But like I said, it's still the same exact game. So I want to put that out there, though, too. Now, what I was trying to get to is that I'm loving this game so far. I haven't finished it yet. I have been making numerous of different types of videos on this game on my YouTube channel, and all I can say is that I'm having an absolute blast. I love the fact that the nostalgia factor has indeed come back and set in, and I love this retro stuff coming back as a new model as of sorts. But other than that, it's still the same game, and I love the fact that they are finally modernizing to a certain degree of remastering these old generational games that we have now, that we've had in the past few years, or many years ago. And that's where Quake 2 or Quake 1 or Unreal or like Shadow Man or System Shock or any other games of that type of ilk, to where that these games will eventually find a proper balance of coming back and being able to come to these modern day consoles and it's fascinating of what Night Dive Studios was able to achieve. And yes, Night Dive Studios is the company that was actually able to remaster Quake 2. So, for the new generational and previous gen. But anyways, overall, this is a fantastic game. I do highly recommend playing this game. This is Jake from Citizen JV. I'll catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your Friday, and have a good weekend. Catch you guys later.